Yeah, the Dolphins, 20 years removed from the career of Dan Marino, have one playoff win in that span, hoping Tua can take them that way. The New England Patriots, meanwhile, doing what the New England Patriots do, picking guys from schools you may not have heard of, taking kickers, taking edge rushers, taking tight ends, shoring up parts of the team that you didn't even know they had to shore up. But Bill Belichick and his dog, well, they have a plan.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, it seems like they just do things to mess with you sometimes. You expect them to do one thing, and they kind of do the other. I thought last year they were going to go after the tight end position. They addressed it this year. I really like both of those guys in terms of the versatility that they bring to the Patriots. Devin Asiasi, who kind of had a slow start to his career, was a highly regarded player coming out of high school, a thicker-bodied athlete, but one that can get vertical down the seam and make plays down the field. I really like that kid. And then Dalton Keene, who's been a little more of an H-back at Virginia Tech. He actually played some quarterback in high school. Big, long, athletic dude who's very physical. I think of both of those players are going to provide some versatility for that offense in terms of the different ways they can use them, different ways they can use them, not only in the pass game, but also in the run game. I think that provides a lot of creativity for your offensive coordinator there in New England with those two guys part of that offense. So I like those picks. Was a little bit intrigued to see if they would go quarterback at one point, but it didn't happen. And again, the only thing you can count on with New England is that they're going to do what you least expect. And so I like the two tight ends they landed.
Bryant McFadden in the fold as well, here to talk AFC East, and we are talking Patriots football. I'd be hard-pressed to sit here and question the strategy of the championship pedigree that exists in New England. But BMAC, as we look at this class, it's those types that the Patriots target. Guys you might not have heard of, but guys that have big-time potential at the next level. That possibility of a quarterback in the draft has not come to fruition for the Pats. They will likely service that elsewhere. But when you look at what the Pats have done over the last 3 days, what do you make of it all?
Doing what the New England Patriots have done year after year, like you just mentioned, getting guys that might not be household name like guys, but when you look at their versatility, especially on the defensive side, they selected guys that can do a lot. They can play multiple positions. They can play on different levels on the defense, and those are the players that Bill Belichick loves. I mean, you look at Uche from Michigan as a guy who really didn't have a lot of experience, but a very, very versatile player, a guy that can be a stand-up linebacker in the box, a guy that can be an edge rusher when given the opportunity to do so. And those are the things that Belichick, he hangs his hat on. Versatility on the defensive side, and because of that, that's why that unit has been phenomenal over the last few years. And yes, I think the biggest question mark for the New England Patriots, not addressing the quarterback room. So seeing what they did in the draft only tells me one thing: not addressing the quarterback position. They have their eyes set on a potential free agent candidate, in my opinion. Andy Dalton, maybe Jacoby Brissett, Jameis Winston, Cam Newton. But looking at what they have at the quarterback spots currently, Jarrett Stidham, Brian Hoyer, I don't think either one of those guys are the answer right now, especially with the depth, the lack thereof behind either guy. You have to make a move there at some point in time. So I think, some of the guys that I mentioned that will be available, that are available, could hear their name called from the New England Patriots.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.